Cervix Fruit here, and I have a follow-up to the 4 sexes video that I made a few days ago. Here's what we're going to be talking about today. This drawing here. Now, on this, the emasculate has produces real things in his head, and the feminine produces contingent thought in her head. And that's probably why you could see me doing that thing, and you see me doing that. That's me contingent thought thinking. On that, the energy goes in for the feminine, and on the emasculate, the energy goes out for the head part. Then on the body, down below, this is the contingent for me. I'm effeminate. Right here is contingent. Down below is real. That means real things like, like touch, taste, feelings. And, I have to touch things. If I don't touch something, I'm just looking stupid. I don't know. It doesn't look good. This is what it looks like when I touch it. And on the arms, that's actually an afterthought that I had. I was thinking that perhaps the arms could be attached to what the head does, but that's not exactly something that is true. Also, on the contingent / real thought, those can get switched, but I wouldn't recommend doing it. The way they switch it is rerouting the energy with some kind of nanotechnology. I don't know. It's pretty simple. Down in the Activerse, all kinds of weird things can happen. So that's probably what one of those are. Anyways, so my energy as an effeminate, I have. Well, let me draw it out really quick. The emasculate and the effeminate. This is effeminate. Right here. The domain for the effeminate is in her life. Everything in her life she's active in. And then the emasculate doesn't take part in life as much. He just kind of sits around and looks sexy and attractive in his own way. And he's always, if he does have thoughts, he's usually thinking about the next life. Even in his next life, he'll be thinking about the next life. So he's probably just planning for the next life, and the effeminate is planning for this life. With real thoughts for the emasculate and contingent for the female, for the feminine. Now with the effeminate is quality social resources. She likes that quality one-on-one time with people, and the emasculate likes the quantity, the opposite, basically the opposite of social interaction. So he'll go for the big score and of a lot of people, and the feminists going for a big score of one person, just attracts the right person and does the right things for him or her. Hopefully it's another emasculate. Hopefully it's an emasculate, because two effeminates don't really mix very well, which I've been finding out the weirdest way. The emasculate looks like you can go top. It goes top to bottom if you're interacting with them. Top to bottom. The effeminate's the opposite, is bottom to top. So it's like right through the middle. And then like that. Looks like the emasculate does the body energy. And he's taking in energy into his body. And the effeminate's giving energy out of her body. Now, you can kind of see that about me on this video. But, actually, sometimes you can't see it. I've noticed there's let me see if I can. There, you can kind of see it now. In, out, down here. That's the effeminate. Brain power, body energy. The emasculate has a vagina head, and that's mainly due to his he doesn't participate in this life. He participates in the next life, and that kind of illustrates that he has a vagina head, and then the effeminate participates in this life, noting that most penises are participants and most vaginas are inactive participants. So the penis is an active participant and the vagina is an inactive participant. So the female will talk before the male most of the time. She likes to, that's kind of like the game they play. Not quite sure on some of these things. I don't have much experience looking for this stuff, that stuff. I have a lot of experience looking at the rest of this though. The emasculate likes to be on top in bed, and the effeminate likes to be on bottom in bed. That's pretty awesome, isn't it? The emasculate likes pain up here. There's a certain kind of pain, they kind of tweaked it, and there's a certain kind of pain that effeminates will take, but the normal, original pain is the emasculate's pain in the head. And then it's pain in the body for the effeminate, and it's pleasure on the opposite sides. For the emasculate, you can distract him with loud noises. He'll change his point of view with a loud noise. And with the effeminate, it's a soft noise, and she'll change her point of view. And with the emasculate, soft noise will agitate him. He'll be like, "What is that? I can't stand it. Stop it!" And he won't lose his focus on what he's doing. He'll just gain focus on it and be agitated. And its loud noises does that to effeminates. Now this includes the male effeminate and the female effeminate, and also the female emasculate and the male emasculate. Now there's another thing I gotta tell you. The female brain has back here, back there, it's just a a line. There's two lines right there. Part of the brain, it does mathematics in the female brain, because the soul of the female, the feminine soul, does emotion. This is a test for me. I have to remember everything. And then it's the opposite for the male. So for me, I have emotion as my soul. I have emotion going on back here too. And what they did, since this is the Activerse and all, they put a thing back here that they can switch off and on that'll give me math. So I just tell everyone I'm bad at math because I have emotion instead of emotion math like I should. And it's math for the soul of the emasculate, and then emotion for the body of the male. So that's saying one thing, that the males should be, emasculate should be in the male body, you know, by design. By design they should. And with that, I am taking off my Pink Floyd shirt. I'm going to show you some purple. Because I like purple, and I like these too. These, oh yeah, they're working out for me. Slowly but surely. Now there's more to go here. Alright, some people might wonder, is it murder or suicide? And it's always been murder for the emasculate and suicide for the effeminate. That's their territory. That's what they do. Now, on the other hand, there's a short term that the effeminate actually prefers a kind of like a murder, but it's like killing. She's chasing down that money. You know, she's hustling. She's got to get that money. So she's the hustler, and the emasculate's the gangster. He's just killing himself until he can get to that final destination. Of murder or suicide. Not suicide. The effeminate's doing the suicide. Now, this is interesting. The emasculate will prefer sex out of the home, and the effeminate prefers sex in the home. Now that's with other people. If you decide to do it with other people, things like that. You're not going to go to someone else's house if you're effeminate. You're going to do it in your house. And if you're emasculate, you're not going to want to do it in your house. You're going to want to do it in someone else's house. So that kind of works out for them both. This is also interesting. When an emasculate is on a video show on television, he'll be looking into the camera, thinking about the other side of the camera. Where's this going? I just tried it. That's the first time I've tried that. Anyways, the effeminate is thinking about where she is, or she, you know, her body and soul is just thinking about what's going on around her. You know, that's where you place the, what is it? Your instincts. My instincts are at the home, and his instincts are outside of the camera. He wants to know what's going on out there, which is kind of odd. You know, it works. It's the same thing about sex. Like the man wants to go to someone else's house, and the female wants to stay at home. And it's the same thing with on TV. You know, that's kind of how that works. This all, you can see all the patterns coinciding with all these. The masculine will start with nurture in his life. At the beginning of his life, he'll finish off that nurture. He'll take it all. He'll take all that nurture. And then the effeminate will take all that nature. And truthfully, I've taken a lot of nature in my life, and it's too bad I couldn't film some of it. But I've been homeless a couple times. And that really put the nature in me, and I think I finished my nature, finished it off, except for my soul died a few times, so not sure where we're going with that, but I think I'm ready for some nurture. That's what happens when you finish it off, the nature, or the nurture. The masculine will go back to nature, and the feminine will go back to nurture. Not even that, you know, just go to it. For the effeminate, it's eat, work, play. Eat, work, play. Wake up in the morning, eat, go to work, then play. The masculines wake up in the morning, play, work, and then eat. So it's play in the morning for the masculine. You'll notice a lot of emasculates, female or male, who have good mornings all the time, and the feminists will have bad mornings. You know, struggling, aren't you? That's eating. You know, sometimes you gotta eat what you don't want. For the emasculate, you're gonna say special he is, and they'll know what you're saying. And then you can say for the feminine, it's he is special. That's the I'm just talking about the language barriers. You're gonna say he is special, and at the end is the main focus, special. And for the male, it's at the beginning is the main focus, special. So when you're playing, you're gonna remember more of what's going on, I'm guessing. I still haven't gotten to that one yet. I'm gonna skip that. The emasculate is vertical. He prefers vertical things. And the feminine is horizontal. That's me all the way. I'm feeling that. So that's like stacks. The masculine prefers stacks of things, and the feminine prefers spread out horizontally. Now for smoking in emasculates, they prefer to be indoors, surprise, surprise, when they smoke. And the feminists prefers to smoke outside. Now this is something about the feminists and smoking outside and the masculine smoking inside. This is how I found this out. I was homeless and I was cold. I wanted to start a fire. I was freezing my ass off. Let's just say I didn't have a blanket or hardly any clothes to wear. And I had a lighter and I was trying to start fires. I couldn't start a fire anywhere, that's one thing. But I realized I preferred smoking over starting a fire outside. And that's how I realized that was a bigger topic about smoking and fire. This is a good one. The emasculate will eat a nasty item of food first, what he doesn't prefer. And the effeminate will usually eat dessert first, the best tasting one. I'm all for that. The emasculate is usually early for a date. Good for you. Good for you. And the effeminate's usually late for a date. Good for me. Okay. And I've got a lot more ideas and not just ideas. I got a lot more facts and stuff about effeminates and emasculates. But this is just what I wrote on my paper here. And I did show this off in another video. I just had to do that. Smelly. Anyways, maybe I can give you an example. Okay. The effeminate. Well, gotta dig it up. Right. So a lot of people will interact with effeminates the wrong way. As if they were emasculates, and these people are usually effeminate also, and they're taking the first thing that comes to mind that you to the wrong done effeminate, the one that, and they're just killing it. They're taking it. That's a baby killer, but that's what I call that. And what it is like the effeminates prefer to finish things, to end things, and the emasculates prefer to begin things. So if you're emasculate and you're beginning something and the effeminate comes by and goes bam, and you're happy if you're emasculate. But if you're effeminate, you're not happy about it because you haven't finished and it was your time to speak anyway. So I don't know. I'm gonna end with that. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. This has been Cervix Fruit. I'm working on a name, Jessica or Jennifer. I'm not quite sure. I think Jessica would fit. But anyways,